we apologize in advance, but today's episode might be offensive to some because we don't really like Halloween that much. Happy Hallows Eve! JK, we fucking hate Halloween.
So I cannot wait for it to be over so I can celebrate the one and only event in my life that matters, Christmas.
Oh my god, yes, Christmas. But like, we're gonna have to like discuss this in a bit. But like, I feel like everyone loved Halloween as like younger children,
totally.
Children and teenager, and possibly young adult. But as you get into like the older adultness, you're like, I can't wait for it to be absolutely over.
I know, totally. I mean, it goes kind of full circle. Like I just love doing nothing on Halloween. I don't care. I don't get like FOMO. I don't get like jealous of people who go in Halloween costumes. If my friends were going, I would get jealous. But I'm happy that we don't do anything anymore.
Well, especially like in a pandemic world, like what are you even supposed to do as an adult? Because before you would go to the bar and like put on a really cute outfit and like call it a day. But
I know, but we'll get into that a little bit later.
Okay, first we have a new segment called
Are You Shitting My Dick? And literally, that was good. That was unplanned.
That was really good.
I had like, Are You Shitting My Dick moment this week. Like, and this segment will be like, if we have just seen things that have gone horribly wrong or just like, just bad luck, like everything just keeps pounding on you and you just feel horrible.
Yeah, and I feel like we need to like give the context, like this is from a TikTok sound.
Yes.
If you didn't know, like there's just like a guy's like, are you shitting my dick?
I wonder what that's actually from. Do you know?
I don't know. It sounds kind of like a sports bro that's like maybe like watching hockey and something happens. And, like,
or it could be from like a Vine.
Maybe Z.
Whoa. That was
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
That was spooky.
That was actually a really weird sneeze. I think I had a brain aneurysm.
Well, I'm happy you're okay. My week, I just like, we all know about my feet problems and my body.
The plantar fasciitis.
So I'm having like, Are You Shitting My Dick week for my feet, which sounds really gross and weird, but like, let me just run it back. If you are new to the podcast or haven't listened to the last couple episodes, I have been diagnosed with tendonitis in my right foot, and it's been very painful. I can't do cardio. Every time I walk for more than like 20 minutes, it's like excruciating pain and swollen.
God.
Yeah, like I'm in a lot of pain right now. So that happened. Then I got a infection on my big toe.
Oh.
So I was like, sweet, that's good for that. I got the cream. Same day, I get an infection on my right thumb.
What?
I was like, sweet, I can use the same cream, you know, two birds with one stone. So I was like, you know what? A couple days go by, I'm not feeling great. Let me just paint my nails. I have a UV light to do my gel nails. I drop the UV machine on my big toe on my right foot.
Wait, and that's the same one that's infected?
Same one. Okay. Same one that has infection, same one that has tendonitis. And I literally was like, are you shitting my dick? To make it even worse, it is now bruising, and I will lose the toenail yet again for the third time this year.
Oh my God.
I am not okay.
I thought you were going to say that like you had like something in like your mouth and like hand, foot, and mouth disease, man.
Oh my God.
It was just like waiting.
No. And also like, first world problem. Like, I'm fine. I will live. It's not that traumatic.
No, but that's kind of just like back to back, like punches in the gut.
Back to back annoyance. Like, if I can't put a shoe on because my toe and my ankle hurts now, like that is an issue.
I would say that is constant shits on the dick.
Shits on the dick, and I hate that. Like, so love this new segment for us.
I love this new segment. It's funny because like my aunt asked me for a link to this podcast, and I'm like specifically not going to send it to her.
Good call, Mom and Dad. I'm sorry. We, not to transition to Thanksgiving, but we recently had Thanksgiving. And on the way, we drove up to Kamloops for Thanksgiving, and my parents like listened to us like a little bit of my podcast. I'm like, this is
in the car with you.
I was like a little too weird. I put my headphones on, and I'm like, we started swearing. And I'm like, maybe we should just like, I don't know, Dad.
What episode was it?
I can't remember. I did videotape it, so I'll look back on it. But I literally put my headphones in because I'm like, I can't listen to myself. I can't listen to my podcast in front of my parents. Like, that's weird. Yeah. It's like, it was just like a out-of-body experience.
Well, even like when I hear Steve like listening a little bit to like our reels. Well, to like our reels and stuff like that, then I'm just like,
I know.
I'm just like waiting for him to come over and be like, you fucking loser.
Or like, why'd you talk about me again?
He doesn't talk to me like that, but that's just like my inner fear of like trying to do something different. You know, yeah, everyone will fear rejection and failing.
Totally. That's our therapy podcast episode.
Yeah. So tell me about your Thanksgiving first. Canadian Thanksgiving. For any U.S. listeners, we celebrate Thanksgiving a little bit differently. It's just earlier.
Not a little we do it correctly.
How so?
Because like US is wrong and we're right.
In
Ours
terms
is October. Ours
it's supposed to be in October?
No, theirs is in November or December even.
No, it's November.
Okay, I just feel like that's too close to Christmas.
I know, that's the thing. I'm like, that's like overwhelming for me, like how close
and
US
two turkey dinners
like within a month. Yeah, like you need a good breather, but I think like then they get Black Friday. But just like in the last like maybe like what 6 or 7 years we got Black Friday now here.
I've worked it actually retail. It was like absolutely horrible.
Me too. I worked the very first Black Friday.
Oh my
at
gosh.
Forever 21. Could you fucking imagine?
I was at Target.
Can I tell you what the Black Friday deals were? They were toques and mittens for $5. Black Friday deals, door crashing deals at Forever 21.
Such a Canadian deal.
It's like such a like even like Aritzia, like $5 off final
it's
sale.
Not
bitches.
worth it unless you do like the door. What are they called? Door
crasher.
Door crashers. Like get a free TV, like at Best Buy. Like it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
But I love Thanksgiving because it sets me up for the fall. I do love fall. Like I do love October, November. I love the leaves changing. I love pumpkins. I don't love pumpkin spice, so it's a lie. But my Thanksgiving was great. We always go up to Kamloops for my extended family, like my cousin and my aunt. And so we packed up the car on Saturday, drove really early to miss the turkey traffic, the Thanksgiving traffic. And we got there in like 3 hours. It was amazing.
Sorry, to Kamloops?
Into Kamloops.
Oh, that's really fast. You guys were fucking
we got to Hope in 1 hour. It was like really scary. We stopped for breakfast and I was like, should we slow down? But no, every Thanksgiving we meet in Ashcroft, which is about an hour past Kamloops. It's like a really tiny country town. And they have a huge pumpkin patch that have like tractor rides, mazes, a haunted house. You can feed goats and pet the animals. So it was really cute. We had my nephew and my little cousin there. So we had like little kiddie things to do. And it was really sweet. We just like hung out with the family, went back to Kamloops. You know, we always do a Thanksgiving brunch at a restaurant, and then the women, you know, of the fam, we prep and cook while the guys play golf, and then we all get together and eat dinner. It was
so how many of you are there total?
I think there's about like 12.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, not bad. It was only 2 families basically, like 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah, about 10. 10, 11, 12.
And you had fun? Had a good time?
I had a lot of fun. It was very chill, no drama, which is amazing. I love a family trip where we just like all get along. We get along very well, and there's lots of laughs. So it was a great weekend all in all, and I am thankful.
Wow.
Yes.
Good for you. Just like the traditional like TV special with the Gouldens.
TV special. Football was on mute while we ate dinner. We played cards after. We played Scat, which is like a Newfie game, but it's 31 if anyone else. It's called 31 over here, but it was really fun. We played that for a couple hours and then got up super early to beat the traffic again, and we got home in 3 hours. It was great.
But damn.
Yeah.
Well, my Thanksgiving was also like fairly traditional in a sense. Like I feel like my family, like we're still trying to figure out what Thanksgiving like looks like. Because like my sister,
many families.
Yeah, like so many families. Like my sister just pieces out on Thanksgiving. And she's like, I'm going camping. Count me and the family out. So that's like
she's
4
probably
less
doing
people.
the right thing.
Honestly, like I see her Instagram post and she's having such a fucking blast, and I'm just like, God bless you for having fun while I'm over here trying to figure out where to place. Like my family is just like we're piecemeal, like we're little bits and pieces. Like there's my dad, there's my stepdad, his girlfriend, and then my grandma. Like there's just like randomness. So this year I decided to host Thanksgiving for the very first time.
Bold. At
my house, because like we did like a mixture, because like Steve's mom is like absolutely fabulous, and she's like, we can just host everyone at my place. I was like, it's mostly like my family, like I don't need you to be catering to like my family, so I'm like, I'll host it, but you can definitely help me. She still did like 60%, 70%.
Did you do the turkey?
Cooking. No, that's like the one thing she did, because she has like a very specific way she does the turkey, because like we were making so much food, we kind of needed to utilize 2 kitchens anyway. So we made everything else in my house. We did the turkey at my place. She just like prepped it and everything. But funny story. So like we had 10 people in total, and she had this turkey from like last Christmas, I think, like frozen. It was like a frozen turkey because like we couldn't do it because of the pandemic.
Right.
So she's like, I really want to use this turkey. And I was like, oh, is it big enough for 10 people? She's like, I'm not sure. Why don't we buy like a small ham so we can have that as like supplementary? And so I was like, okay, great. So we buy the ham, and she's like, yeah, just cut it in half, bake it in the morning beforehand, because it's already cooked pretty much. You just kind of have to like reheat it, season it a little bit.
Some brown sugar on ham slaps.
Oh, I didn't do that. I just literally put it in as is. Shows how much I give a shit. But she's like, yep, just cut it in half. and call it a day. And I'm like, okay, great. So fast forward to like the turkey is done. We're putting stuff in the oven just to like reheat it. Mm-hmm. And she opens the thing that has the ham because it had a lid on it, and it's half a ham. And she's like, where's the other half? I was like, you told me to cut it in half.
And only cooked one half.
Because in my defense, we were having this conversation of like, is the whole ham gonna be too much? So she's like, just cut it in half. So I genuinely, without a doubt, thought we were just cooking half a ham. And she was crying laughing. She was like,
at least she took it well. Some people would be like, oh my God.
Yeah, well, we had like more than enough food. Like I ended up like, we had enough time still that I put the other half in because I only needed to be in there for like 45 minutes. Like I had enough time and we didn't even end up needing it. But she was like dying laughing, and I know she'll never live it down.
Absolutely not.
Never.
Next Thanksgiving, she's going to give you half a ham. You should do half a ham every year now. That's your thing.
That could be really funny.
No, it's going to be your thing.
The biggest joke is I don't even like ham that much.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even touch it.
That's funny.
But yeah, hosting is exhausting. Like
exhausting.
I didn't even think like whenever like my sister would be like, I don't want to host, like I'm so exhausted. I was like, hey, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Like, come on, I'll help you. But like, no, it's not the same because especially if it's like in my kitchen, there's like a certain way that like I want things done, and like there was shit everywhere. And I think because I was so unprepared at like how sporadic, like it was like do nothing for like 3 hours and all of a sudden it's game time. You have 30 minutes to get everything on the table.
To time the food is incredible.
It's stressful. And then it was like a fucking bomb went off in the kitchen.
I know.
And then the whole time we're eating and like it's kind of like, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's kind of customary that whoever's like cooking, you kind of sit on the edge of the table closest to the kitchen, like to kind of like bring stuff like back and forth, like whatever you gotta do. I was still cooking the other half of the ham, so I was like on the edge, like waiting for it to finish.
That's so funny.
So I was just like eating, everyone's like conversing, having a good time, and then you know, we do like the second everyone finished eating, you're like, okay, like here's the second round of turkey. Like you just have to be on the whole time. And then the second everyone's on, okay, let me get that. Do you want coffee? Do you want tea? Can I get you dessert? Okay, let's do dessert. Like you're just constantly like, I feel like I sat like from the moment that we had to like start like reheating everything until everybody left, I think I sat for like a total of like 30 minutes.
Oh my gosh, that's insane.
It's exhausting. And like the thing is like I probably could have left all of the dishes until everyone left, but there was so many dishes and I was so exhausted already. I was like, if I sit down,
did people
I'm
help
not gonna
you
get
with
up.
that?
My brother-in-law helped me, but like
good.
I'm not mad that no one did because the thing is like Fran very rarely gets to just sit and chill. Like she's always the one in the kitchen, so I was like, it's all good. You've earned this spot. Go do you. And she was getting along really well with my aunt, which was kind of fun. So
that's crazy. I mean, to go back to the food bit of it, so my mom and my aunt, who are sisters, they are literal twins. They think the same. They look the same. Like they're just like on the same wavelength. And so I stay at my cousin's place when we go to Kamloops, and then my parents stay at my aunt's. Obviously, we're two different households. And like it's broken up. The meal's broken up. So my mom and my aunt will do the turkey, stuffing, cranberry sauce, and gravy, and then us kids, quote unquote, do all the roasted veggies. And like it was so stressful because like our parents like, you know, it cut up a certain way and like make sure, but they were really lax this year with being like, oh, just cut it up however. And we were like asking, I don't want to say too loud, Alexa, so because I have one. But we would ask her, so like, how do you cut or cook a Brussels sprout? How long do you cook the yams? Like it was really stressful not having the specific information or like instructions. And so like we would like time it, be like, okay, hour 1, yams, 20 minutes in, put the Brussels sprouts in, 15 minutes in, like do this. And it's just insane. But yeah, I don't know. It was also a lot of stress.
Very stressful. I know probably the happiest person at the end of the day was probably Poppy because she got so much food.
On the floor, yeah.
Yeah. She got mad poops the next day.
Oh, don't envy you that. But I feel like Thanksgiving is so, not controversial, but like, what's on your dinner? What's on your plate? Like, what are you cooking for Thanksgiving? I feel like everyone's a little different.
Turkey, mashed potato, gravy, cranberry sauce. The stuffing is new. It's not a bread stuffing. It's Fran's special recipe. It's a rice-based stuffing that has like chorizo sausage and cheese and stuff in it. And she doesn't put it in the turkey. She makes it separate.
No, yeah, same with us.
And it's like insanely moist and it's like so good. It's kind of, I call it Italian fried rice.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's so good.
Wow.
And then we do Brussels sprouts, like with like bacon bits.
Yeah.
And then The vegetables are always kind of like whatever you're feeling.
Okay.
This year I made my curried carrots. That was my specialty.
Yum. Okay,
yes.
Cute. Okay, so we call stuffing dressing. I don't know, it's a new thing. Dressing,
okay.
I don't know, whatever. So if I say dressing interchangeably, I mean stuffing. It is the most sacred thing in our family. Every mother does it differently. My mom does her stuffing, very uniquely, like cranberry, very traditional cranberry, onions and mushrooms, really fine with the bread, like really good. Then my aunt does her own, so they do their separate own dressing and they bring it together and we eat both of them. And like even my aunt here for Christmas, we'll have 3 different types of dressing because like all the kids are used to their moms and it's like all of our favorite parts. But we have very specific, like it's always the same. We've never changed it. It's like turkey, obviously turkey stuffing, cranberry juice gravy or cranberry sauce and gravy, but then we have boiled, very newfie, boiled cabbage and carrots, and then we have roasted yams, parsnips, Brussels sprouts, and mashed
quite
potatoes
a selection.
and mashed turnips. It's a lot of vegetables.
Holy shit. I mean, variety.
And we have to do it all. It's like so stressful. My aunt couldn't track down a turnip for 3, and this is not a joke. Like this, it's like we couldn't track one down for 3 weeks. Superstore was out, Save on Food, Safeway, and so Thanksgiving Day, my aunt is at brunch calling all these places to see if turnips were delivered, and we finally got one at Superstore, and it was just like really.
Are turnips big? Is it just like you need one big turnip?
Rutabaga? No, like we did 3.
A rutabaga? Like you think if I don't know how big a turnip, you think I'm gonna know how big a rutabaga is? Like what the fuck?
True. But like his turnips are small actually, but rutabaga is very hard. But they're interchangeable. They're 2 different things from the same family. But we cook 3 rutabaga turnips, and then we do hash in the morning. So for like our mashed potatoes and like turnips, we make it into like a hash with the onions and eggs and stuff.
Man, you guys are really specific on your traditions.
It's very specific. And then Christmas is the exact same without Brussels sprouts, because Brussels sprouts are Thanksgiving, not Christmas.
Who made up these rules?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just been in the family for years. Like, it's the same. It's really funny. But anyway, I'm happy that your Thanksgiving went well. Congratulations on your first one at your house.
Thanks. I also have to host Christmas this year, but that's going to be 12 people.
Ooh, 2 more.
Yeah.
Buckle up. Well, this was a good run. Dry run.
I had to go buy like a whole new set of like my dishware set because I only have 8 of each and we had 10. So then I bought another set of 4 of everything. So I have just enough for 12 people. And yeah, it's fucking stressful. And like I don't have nice wine glasses because I don't drink wine really. So then I have these like plastic wine glasses, which like they've done their job, but they look like shit. And like my aunt, like she's super lovely, but she's a little like she likes the finer things in life, and that's totally fine. So I was really stressed out. I was like, Steven, like I need to order wine glasses. Like if my aunt asks for wine, I'm gonna be so embarrassed to give her this like plastic wine glass. But I think like she knows that I'm just like you. She's like, can I take you to Crate and Barrel and like get you something?
Wait,
and I was like, yes.
If you want to spend a pretty penny, but it's so worth it, Anthropologie have the best wine glasses.
Oh, I don't. If they're pretty,
they're really pretty. I'll show you. I have some down below in my wine cabinet.
We're going to South Granville, so there is an Anthropologie there.
So good.
I will keep that in mind.
Great. Well, this week is Halloween.
Yes.
Yay.
Yay.
Are you doing anything?
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't think so. I have no outfit planned.
Oh, me either. I'm not doing an outfit. Okay. This is a weird thing for me. I'm not the person that picks out their Halloween costume months in advance. I got it prepared. Sometimes I'll think about it like in the year, like, oh, that'd be a good Halloween costume, and then totally forget about it.
Yeah.
I don't look forward to it. It's not an exciting thing. But if I go to a themed party throughout the year, I'm all in. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's like, it's less pressure, though.
Because we're all doing, I guess it's like a theme, and it's like, I know what I'm doing, and like, maybe it's fun because we're all going to be dressed similar, but I don't know, like, Halloween just like, doesn't do it. I just thought of like a really embarrassing story.
So like,
please
there
share
was
with
like,
the class.
I swear it was like, what year was it? It was, it would have been like 2014.
Okay.
Nope, 2015. It was actually the day before I was moving into the city, because it was Halloween. No, 2 days before. Because we still wanted to do Halloween, because I really liked Halloween still at this point. Mm-hmm. And I had just lost a ton of weight at the time, so I was like, I'm ready to be slutty. So it was like me, Steve, and his brother. We just decided to like go to like venue, like the club venue for Halloween, because like you have to get like separate tickets for Halloween, like and there's so much more expensive.
Such a money grab. I'm like, you're not doing anything except for putting like more smoke in the dance floor, which I don't want.
I think it's like more so like a reservation thing almost, that like you have a ticket ahead of time. Anyways, so I remember like getting all dressed up. I went as like a Bambi. Cute. I spent so much time on my makeup. I felt really cute, and like because it was Halloween was technically on like the Sunday. I can't remember. I think we went down on the Friday, actually, now that I say it, because we're like, oh, like we're moving on Sunday morning. Like we want to be able to have
a day to recover.
Well, yeah, because we don't want to be like hungover for the day that we're moving, and we were so excited to move. Yeah. So like we went out on the Friday, and because Halloween was like on a Saturday, and so rarely on a Saturday, like I thought, you know, Friday's still gonna be bumping. Usually Halloween is like a 2-night thing.
Yeah, no.
It was very much not a 2-night thing.
Not on a weekend.
I would say that people were dressed up, maybe 30% of people were dressed up, and I was like so embarrassed. Like I get embarrassed so easily about stuff like that.
Me too.
And like with Steve and Jeff, they went as like lumberjacks, so they were literally just wearing plaid shirts. So Canadian. I was like, okay, like you can blend in, like this can just look like a costume or like look like a normal outfit. I'm like, I have makeup on my face that makes me look like a fawn, like, and I'm wearing a headband, and I look like a fucking loser right now. And what's more embarrassing is in all my pictures, for some reason, I was doing this. Like, I'm not a gopher. Like, I'm not a bunny rabbit. Dog, a bunny rabbit. In all the pictures, just like, and then Steve's like, deers don't do that. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Wait, that's amazing. I get you. I get embarrassed easily for that, but like, you shouldn't be embarrassed. The 30%
I
were
know,
there too.
It wasn't like a week before Halloween. It was like the night before people like understood probably where I was at, but I was just like, nah.
That is so funny.
I just want to like blend, you know?
Oh no, I want to blend too, and like, interesting, like you said, we were more into it in high school and university and stuff, but like ever since like my sister had her son, like Noah, like I love going trick-or-treating with him and then just like watching a Halloween movie, you know, at the end of the night. Like I don't need anything special, but we used to go all out for Halloween. We would have like these huge this guy in high school that we were friends with, it always had a Halloween party. It would get broken up by cops. It was like really fun, like 50 to 60, even like close to 100 maybe. You know me and numbers, really bad, but it was a lot of people and it was a lot of fun.
Halloween in high school was always like a party bus.
Oh, that's fun.
So it was really fun. Okay, let me tell you about like the best year that I put in the most effort into a costume.
Please.
Okay, me and my friends, I got a group of us and I was like, guys, let's be Sailor Moon, and like the whole group.
Shit, yeah.
And like I had my sister's like best friend. Her mom was a seamstress, so I talked to her mom and I was like, would you be willing to make these costumes? Of course, like we would pay for everything. Yeah. And she was like, yeah, for sure. So I think there was like 5 or 6 of us. So we were all like the different colors of the Sailor Moon troupe.
Oh, that's cool.
Based on my coloring and my hair color, I decided to be Sailor Jupiter, who wore like the green with the pink bow.
Yeah.
And then like I was very like particular, so I was like, okay, the blonde in the group, she was gonna be Sailor Moon. My friend Christina, who's a little bit shorter, I made her Rinny, because Rinny is like the little younger
tiny
sister.
One. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
So like we all had like all the different, and they were so fucking legit. Like at the time, you could have ordered them on eBay, but it was like $150.
Oh, that's funny.
But then Karen was the seamstress. Like she was only gonna charge us like $50 or $60 each. And so I went with her to like the fabric store. We got like the perfect fabric for everything. Like I was so into it. So she made us like white bodysuit, so like we were fully covered, and then the skirt, and then another like crop top to go over, so we were like fully covered. But I loved where she was going with it, because then at night I just wore the crop top, and then just I couldn't wear the skirt because the bow was so heavy, the skirt kept like falling, so I just bought a pair of green shorts and just wore that on a party bus.
Wow.
And I had a fantastic time.
That's amazing.
It was a really, really good costume.
No, I love that. We've never done a group costume. Like I've only done it like with 1 or 2 people max. Like, okay, one year the group of 5 of us were groupies, band groupies.
Nice.
Yeah. But okay, so did you tend to always dress up like slutty for Halloween? Like, are you the people that's like one night of the year that girls can, what's that, Mean Girls? It's one night that girls can
Mean Girls. I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, but do you like to go funny, slutty, comfortable? Like, what's your go-to?
Not funny. I'm not secure enough for that.
Love that.
No, I would like not full slut, like in between normal to slut, like okay, like in the in between. But like that was just like in like the high school years when like everyone just wants to like flaunt whatever they have. I literally for the life of me cannot remember what else I was for the other years.
I only really started going slutty like grade 12 to university. But okay, so I have 2 Halloween costumes that are just like, what the heck? Okay, first was Ugly Betty. I've talked about this many times. Went full in.
You showed me the picture. I love it so much.
With the fake teeth, the glasses, the poncho, the black wig, like the crazy outfit. And this was in high school. Like, I'm psycho. Like, I just like loved her, and I was her, and it was amazing. But the other costume that I did in high school was Juno. And Juno, that movie with Ellen Page, or Elliot Page now. And so she's pregnant. The character is pregnant, 16 or whatever. So I'm like, I'm going to be pregnant in 16. So I wore the striped shirt with the jeans and like the green jacket. And then I put a pillow to make myself look pregnant. And every year I'd always volunteer at the Bonds or Boo. It was like a kid's thing. I would help out my friend's mom who worked there at the daycare. And we would like just help at stations, whatever, for the kids. And I shit you not, everyone thought I was really pregnant. Like, they're like, oh my God, sit down. Like, why are you standing so much? And I'm like, of course, oh, thank you so much. Like, I acted full on pregnant. It was like, I'm also like 14, maybe 15. Like, it was just really funny. And I went to a Halloween, like, I have pictures on Facebook of a high school Halloween party. I went there as Juno, a pregnant teenager. Like, I definitely didn't go sexy for my first couple of years in high school.
I for the life of me cannot remember like any other costume I've done besides like the Bambi. Okay, I reused that Sailor Moon costume. I'm pretty sure like the Halloween that I was like 19 and we could like legally go to the club.
Yeah.
So embarrassing. Okay, so
so many embarrassing things happen to you at Halloween.
I don't know what it is. Okay, so we go to Mirage, which was like a bumpin' club out in Surrey. Okay, honestly, I missed that club. It was like dirty, but it got the job done. $5 tequila shots. Like, when I was like technically still underage, they let us like sneak in the back and stuff.
Wow, that's so nice.
Good. Anyway, so I wore the Sailor Moon costume. I can't remember how I obviously studied it, and I was wearing like these sky high Steve Madden heels. I could barely walk in them, and I was having like a rough go that year. I was like really upset, so I was like, I just want to leave. So then I don't tell any of my friends that I'm leaving. I walk outside. There's tons of people outside because it's like the place to be.
Yep.
And I'm like, hey, to the bouncer, I was like, hey, like I want to go, like move the little like the thingy, you know. And he wasn't like listening, and I was like, I want to go, and I want to go right now. So what do? I just try to like go over. My heel catches it, face first, ass up for the entire line to see my ass.
Oh no!
I have never been so mortified in my life. I literally, because everyone was like, oh, and I was like,
the drunk dude
literally get up and I just like tippy tappied away like in my high heels, like
into the club.
No, like away, far away. But it's just like, can you imagine me like when you're wearing high heels and you're just like
yeah. Oh my God, that's amazing. I also don't like, okay, I was always basic. I didn't go super slutty, but I always went basic. I was the cop. I've been Minnie Mouse. I've been a groupie. A couple of years ago, I was a strawberry. And I make my own costumes. I've like never bought one out of the bag, like at a what's it called, Halloween store,
a Spirit.
I've always wanted to, but I'm like, I literally can't justify $70 on a costume that I don't even like the event I'm going to.
So you know, expensive.
Why is it $80? It's the cheapest shit I've ever seen.
Because
like,
they can.
I know they can. So I was a unicorn. Like, I was just like your basic person. And I stand by that. Every costume that I do from here on out will be basic as well. But yeah, those are like the costumes that I can remember. But this year, it falls on a Sunday as well. My nephew lives like an hour away in Squamish, so I think I'm just gonna go up for like a cute little Halloween brunch and watch him get ready and dressed up. And
What's he gonna be this year?
Oh, they have like a full theme actually. So my sister's gonna be Marie Antoinette.
Nice.
And then her boyfriend is gonna be some sort of king. I can't remember. Mm-hmm. And then Noah is an army soldier guy, like an olden day Marie Antoinette soldier. He wanted to do it.
Did they have soldiers?
Or whatever, just go along with it.
Got it. Okay,
yeah. An old soldier. I don't know. I also don't know. I have not seen the costume, but he just has an old army man soldier.
Got
army man soldier. Those are two different things, but you know what? He's 9, so I'm going to let him slide.
Oh, that's cute. And he always has really good... I don't know why I'm yawning.
I know, I've yawned a couple times, so I'm not sure.
He always comes up with really good costumes. I like the year that he was the detective. That was cute.
He was the detective. No, I gave that to... No, that was his birthday gift. That was just like a normal costume. No, he's been cute. Oh my gosh, what has he... He's been some really cute things. He was like the fireman when he was really young. I literally can't remember any of his costumes. I'm blanking, but they're always so cute.
My sister one year, do you remember the movie Romeo and Juliet?
Yes.
She dressed up my nephew as Romeo, like, so he was like a gnome, but like Romeo.
So cute.
And then his cousin, who was like the same age as him, she was Juliet.
That is so cute. Really I love when like little kids do cute costumes or like families dress up together. Like, I am all on board on that.
I think maybe in the future I'll do that, but I'm definitely just like taking a break on Halloween now, because
totally
the last I remember like doing like an intense Halloween costume. So like there was a time like in the rise of like the beauty influencers and like everyone doing all this fun makeup.
Yeah.
Like it's like beauty influencers doing makeup for Halloween is like for some people like the main views that they'll get in a year like on YouTube. So like they do all this crazy Halloween shit. So I went through like a phase. I was like, I fucking love all these. So then one year for Halloween, I did 2 like intense makeup looks. One was like a skull with like gold and like teeth and everything. I actually did a really good fucking job on it. The one shitty thing, can't eat or drink anything. So like me trying, because it was like on my lips and I couldn't carry the stuff with me.
Yeah.
So then I was like doing shots through a straw.
Ew.
Bad.
Committed. You really wanted to get
opening like my mouth to be like, eh. Like it was bad. So like that night was fun. We just went to like...
That was fun.
But like that was the thing is like that year we didn't have like a club to go to. So I put in a lot of effort. So I think we just went to like a house party for that one. And then the next night... So that was like just with my friends. Steve and I decided to split up that night because he wanted to go with like some of his friends. I was like, I'm going to be with some of mine. So then the next night we were going to another thing of his friends. So I was like, I'm going to be a fox. So I just got like a fox headband with like a little tan. I just had like an orange bodysuit and jeans, easy. So then I did like whole like fox like makeup thing.
Oh, cool.
And it was also a house party. We got to the house party and I was like, I immediately would like to go home now, please. Like I was like, not vibing.
Oh no.
I want to go home.
Why?
Like we were literally... I think there was a guy that was like really like irking me out and I was like, I don't like this. I didn't know like anyone there because it was like a frat party.
Right.
So it was like one of his friends. And so I was like, I'm just not very social when I don't know people. Like I don't thrive in those situations. So I was like,
no, I feel you.
I would like to go home now.
Yeah.
And what was really sad is like each of those makeup looks like probably took me like 2.5, 3 hours, and I took me longer to get ready than for those places than how long I was at each of those parties.
That is sad. I'm sorry, but also like face makeup, I sweat too much like on my face. Like I could never do it. It would probably run off.
Well, that's the thing is like I never tested because I wasn't in like a club situation, so I wasn't like hot.
Totally. I know. I just feel like some things about Halloween are overrated. The last thing I want to kind of bring up is carving pumpkins. Cute idea. Go to the pumpkin patch, get a cute picture, get the pumpkin. But like when you actually start carving it, like within 5 minutes, I'm like, I am done. Like you have to scoop out all the guts.
Yeah.
Then you have to get like it's a lot of work. I don't know.
Steve won't let me carve them because then all the bears are just gonna eat them.
Oh.
And like the thing is we don't have a high traffic area. So he's like, who is gonna be looking at these pumpkins? I'm like, me.
Well, no, I still think you should decorate, but the pumpkins, I love looking at carved pumpkins. I'm just saying me. It just takes so long for me to do it, but you should decorate for Halloween. I'm sure there's kids in your complex.
I don't know, but the thing is like with Poppy, like I cannot, with the ringing of the doorbell, cannot deal with that. Like,
so you're just going to pretend you're not home?
I think we're just going to put a bowl out.
I mean, COVID times, that's probably nice.
It's better, but also like, it's mostly just because like, I mean, we could, technically because we installed like a Google like doorbell, we can turn off the doorbell.
Oh yeah,
and just have it on our phone, but I'm just like, I don't want it.
Yeah, my house was the best house for candy. My mom goes all out for it. She gets she's a full-size candy bar girl. She gets a bag of chips, a chocolate, a candy, and a toy for every kid. She goes to the dollar store and gets like the Slinkies and the whatever, and so they get so fun. So I actually like love now staying like handing out candy with her, watching movies, but I'm usually trick-or-treating with Noah, but this year I will not be.
Last year because of COVID, Steve's parents like love it because they're in like a very like big neighborhood with like kids. I mean, they count like how many people they have at the door every year, and like apparently the number's been going down, and I'm assuming just because they live in an area that's only houses, so maybe like young families like can't afford the area that much. But they still get like 80 plus kids, and that's their low. And I was like, that's a lot of times for people to ring my doorbell in one night. Yeah, so Steve's dad dressed up as Colonel Sanders, which I thought was so like cool. So funny. And then what he did was he put the candy in the bucket of chicken and then used like tongs, so like he wasn't having to touch. But then also because their door is like, it's like 5 stairs to get to their door, he set up like a little like luge thing so he could just like put the candy and it would go into their bag. So it was like COVID safe for people.
I love that. See, I love when parents, like, I do love Halloween. Like, the spirit of Halloween, I get it. I'm in. It's great. I'm just like, maybe I should just say, I just don't like partying on Halloween.
Yeah, I could take it or leave it.
Yeah, I could take it or leave it.
Ooh, actually, I forgot about one year where I dressed up as a minion.
Love that. Did you paint your face yellow?
I did not. That was when I literally, that was actually a DIY costume. I'm very proud of that one now I think about it, because I was at Forever 21 at the time. So I bought us like the yellow long sleeve shirts, and then we ironed on the little Minion logo, and then we just wore jean skirts.
That's cute.
Like denim ones. And then at the time, that's when like the Minion movie or like Despicable Me, like one of the movies was coming out. So they had these like Minion goggles that were like coming out in theaters that you could buy. And we were a little bit past that, so we paid like on eBay, I think it was like $60 each just to get the fucking Minion goggles.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Dedicated, but great costumes.
Very dedicated. It was comfortable. I was having great. I literally just did my makeup like normal and just wore the goggles like on top of my head. I love that.
You know what? That's really cute. I love a cute, comfortable costume.
It was really, really good. And that was the year that we did like a pub crawl, which like I fucking hate pub crawls. Hate them with a passion. Like,
I don't. Well, it depends. I mean, like, I've never gone on to like, was this an organized one?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like,
okay, I've never.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, it was like an organized one where you're supposed to go like 3 places. You get a drink at each place, and then you land at one place. But like, I don't like not knowing where I'm gonna land.
Yeah, I did that in Europe, and it was really fun. But I don't think I could ever do that in like Vancouver.
Well, yeah, in Europe because you don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
But like here, when you know all the places, like we landed at, I don't even remember what it's called anymore, but it's by the water, like the random one, like next to like Rogers Arena.
Mahoney and Sons?
No, Rogers Arena.
Oh.
Like it was like the Asian club at the time.
Yeah. I can't remember the name, but I know what you're talking about.
So I was like, this is where we're gonna like. It's a fine club, but it was just like not the club that like me and my friends usually went to. So I was like, this is weird. So again, left early. I left early at a lot of places.
I'm getting this vibe from you.
If I'm immediately uncomfortable in my surroundings, you cannot convince me enough to stay.
No, I like that. I suffer through, so.
Yeah, and this is why Steve hates me.
Or loves you. You never know. Gets you out of situations.
That poor man deals with me so much. I mean, like, that's the thing is, like, a lot of these situations of me wanting to leave early, he wasn't there. Like, a lot of it was, like, when we were long distance, I was like, get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I just, like, love leaving a party just to like, go sit on my couch. Yes. Like, I love being social, but I do love my alone time as well. So I like that mix.
I concur.
Well, I feel like that's it. Do you have anything else for Halloween-wise? Now, you know, Christmas is coming upon us. It's the next holiday that I'm really excited for. The one thing that I'm not looking forward to is the darker nights. Like, it's not even 6 o'clock and it's almost dark.
Last night I was literally driving and it was like torrential downpour raining, and I had anxiety the whole time because I don't drive that frequently anymore. So especially when it's like pitch ass black in the suburbs, like so few lights out there, and then it's raining super hard. And I was in the Costco parking lot and I was like, people here have zero will to live. Like, they don't care if they kill me. I too am one of those people. That's slowly amazing. Becoming
I know, dark rainy days are upon us. We need to get ready for it, and I'm not. I like a cold, sunny, brisk day. I don't need the rain, you know?
I would like to just fast forward, like, let's fast forward to Christmas, get that done, and then let's fast forward to like beginning of April.
I love that.
Yeah,
because our winter starts in January. Like, we get snow in January.
Oh, I'm like, don't even get me started on it. Like, now that I'm in the suburbs, like in the mountain, I don't have anywhere to go, but I'm already like, okay, now I have to stock up on food, like when a snowstorm's coming, you know?
That's so true.
Because like not even delivery will come to me.
That is insane. If we don't post in January, February, it's because she lives in buttfuck nowhere, and I can't get to her.
And I live like on the bottom of a steep ass hill.
So steep.
Like, it's like hill, downhill, uphill, downhill. Like, no matter which way you cut it.
That's so scary. Well, I'm looking forward to that. Do you have an apology of the week? Because I actually forgot about it, and I don't have one.
I'm trying, like, I have things I could talk about. I'm just trying to frame them. Are they an apology to anyone?
Because I'm always right.
Shit.
I don't have one. I'm sorry. I totally blank. So we could just say.
Let me just tell one more story.
Okay,
In lieu of.
Okay, great.
I'm just going to talk about like the guy who's making all the fixes in our house.
Oh, yes. Okay. I'm excited for you to hear.
So his name's David. And so like when you buy a new house with especially like a developer, like you get like a year where they can like, they fix the house and stuff for you. So like tiny stuff here and there.
That's nice.
So Steve like got in touch with them and he's like, I need XYZ fix. So like this guy shows up and he's like the nicest guy. He's like, I want to say in his like late 50s, maybe early 60s. His name's Dave. And you know, he comes one day and he's like making all these fixes. He's making good small talk with Steve, like because Steve has his like Ducati motorcycle in our garage and that's where people walk in from. It's always a conversation starter, always. And this guy apparently like he like tapped the wheel and like Steve literally was like, don't touch her.
Does he call her like don't touch her?
No.
Okay, love that.
He's just like don't touch the bike.
I'm happy with that.
But it was like, anyways, yeah, he's just like very protective of it. But yeah, so like they're off to like really good start to their friendship, but like this guy can just tell he's like so lonely, like he just wants friends so badly. So like
I don't think you preface how old is he, like
he's like in like late 50s.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So he comes and goes like a couple times a week because like there's he's working on another development like really close by, so he's like, oh, I've got the part that I need, so he'll just like stop by. And then one day he has Steve on text somehow and he's like, hey Steven, have you heard of this song like Twice by Likey, which is like a female K-pop group essentially. And Steve's like, yeah, like I've heard it, it's a good song. And then he's just trying to like build this conversation about like K-pop and like Blackpink, like another K-pop band. And like he literally showed up to our house today, like I saw it on like the Google camera, like wearing a Blackpink mask. And he just like will randomly text you all these random things. And I think he's just like the cutest guy. But I'm like, to Steve, I'm like, are you like, is this okay with you? Like, I don't have to deal with any of this. And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, okay.
Oh, he just wants a friend. That is so cute. What's his name?
Dave.
Shout out Dave. We love
Dave's a cutie pie. So no apologies. I mean, maybe apology for blasting him here. But
yeah, but it was a cute story.
Well, I guess we're going to wrap up this episode for this week. So hope everyone had a lovely Thanksgiving. Hope you have a great Halloween.
Yeah, stay safe. Party on.
And don't forget to follow us on our socials at We Apologize Podcast on Instagram and our social accounts, Alex_French, 2 X's, 2 H's.
Toni Rose Goulden, Toni with an I.
And so that's about it. And make sure you check us out on YouTube because I work really hard on these videos, even though I make tiny mistakes and keep little pieces in.
Janky but professional. Please subscribe, like, comment, do your thing.
All the fun stuff. And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.